Hello and welcome to another edition of Will's Grill Shack. Today we're firing up the Broil keg and we're doing some amazing USDA beef short ribs. Now if you've been following this channel a while, you'll know that I absolutely love a beef short rib, and I've had these USDA prime beef short ribs in the freezer for a few months, and I've been saving them for a time when I really fancy them, and now is that time. We've got the keg, so it's my first cook since getting the keg 5000 back onto the channel, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how well the keg holds temperature and how well it comes out with these beef short ribs. And don't forget guys, I have got an Instagram page where I post a lot of my cooks, not always videos. I do a lot of just cooking throughout the week. Should be some of the little images here that you can see from there. Head on over there, check it out, and I'll see you over there. And if you're new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel to see more content just like this. So let's head over to the bench, let's have a look at the beef short ribs, and I'll show you how I prepare them and how we're going to cook them today.
Okay, and here are our USDA prime beef short ribs. Really nice size. It's about 2.2 kilos worth, so really good size. And I'm just going to go ahead and trim the top layer of fat off. I have done a video, you can see it up in the top right now, and you can see how I trim and prepare these beef short ribs, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. Okay, so all trimmed. There's quite a lot of fat there going through the middle, so I've left that bit alone. Otherwise, as you would see, we would lose most of the meat there and it would just be pointless. So we're going to leave that like that. We're going to grab our mustard, which we're going to use as a binder. So we'll just chuck this straight over the top. Just rub all that in, just like so. And then today we're going to be seasoning with Holy Gospel from Meat Church. Really liking these Meat Church products at the moment, they're really good. So we're just going to sprinkle this over the top, and there you go, you can see nicely covered, all angles, done the back as well. And yeah, that is all done. We're just going to leave that on the side for about an hour or so just to really soak in.
Now they are looking good, and I just absolutely love a beef short rib. I don't know what it is about them. I think it's because it's a quicker version of a brisket is the only way I can describe it, and I love brisket, so it's just a quicker version which just really gets me going. Right, so let's go over and fire up the Broil keg, and I'm going to show you what charcoal we're using and how we're going to set up.
Okay, so we've got a little bit of Globaltic lumpwood in here. As you can see, not completely full, because with these you really don't want to overfill them because they can get hot very quickly. So we're just going to light this up just like that, and just wait for that to come up to temperature. Leave the lid open for about 5 minutes with this, I would have said, so we'll come back in 5 minutes. Okay, so it's just sort of starting to take a hold, so we're just going to close this down and lock the latch. And we're going to open this up to 5, and then down the bottom we're also going to open that up all the way. And we're just going to leave that now, and we're just going to wait for that to sort of come up to about 100 degrees, then start closing down the vents. So it's now just starting to come right up to temperature. So we're just going to pop in our smoking wood that we want to use. So this is cherry that I'm using on this, and now we're just going to let that catch. Okay, so we're at 100 degrees now, so we're just going to turn down this bottom vent to 2, and we're going to do the same with the top vent. Okay, so we're where we need to be in terms of temperature. As you can see, there's still quite a lot of smoke there. But what we're going to do is whack in our pan here, just like so. And then in here we've got a solution which I'll post in the description. Which is basically Worcestershire sauce, apple vinegar cider, and just water. Then we're just going to pop on our grate, just like so. I'm just going to chuck that back down and just let the temperature stabilise again.
Okay, the Broil King keg now is up to temperature, so let's head on over to the keg and we'll get these ribs on.
Okay, so it's where it needs to be now. Got a nice bit of smoke, so I'm just going to whack these short ribs straight in the middle and close that lid down. Okay, so we've been going for 2 hours now. Not really much to show you other than we're getting a nice bit of bone retraction on here. The rub has lifted slightly, probably because there's so much moisture in the chamber. I forgot how much moisture sits in this chamber, it's crazy. It's been running at 110 degrees, absolutely not moved at all. My configuration, which I'll link at the top, works really, really well. Just going to grab a Thermapen and see where we're at. So it's probing well. We're just at about the 70 degree mark, so looking like this is going to wrap this now so we can get a nice bark on it. So yeah, let's take it off and we'll wrap it. Okay, so we are face down on here. Just going to hold her over. Make sure that's nice and tight. Same with this side. And there we go, simple as that, wrapped. And now let's get that back onto the Broil King. Okay, so let's pop that straight back on there. Can't believe how much moisture is in this Broil King keg, it's crazy, absolutely crazy. I think next time I do a low and slow, I'm not going to put so much water in that pan. So we'll just lock that in. And say the vents are set up, we've got 2 up on the top here and 2 down the bottom as well. And she sat perfectly at 110 degrees. These are now 5 hours in, so no time at all. I've had beef short ribs go on for sort of 10 hours, but these are cooked so quickly. And you can see here, Thermapen in, it is probing like absolute butter, and these are ready to get off. So I'm trying something different today. You can see here that I've wrapped the beef short ribs in silver foil as well as the butcher's paper for when I rest. So when these go into the Yeti, they're going to be double insulated. So these are now into the Yeti. I'm going to put these in here for 3 hours, which I personally think is an optimum rest for beef short ribs. And look how fuel efficient the keg is. I mean, it's barely used any coal at all, and it's been going for 5 hours. Crazy really. I mean, it's just so economical to use. Okay, so these beef short ribs are now rested up, so let's head on over to the bench, let's have a look at them and see how we done. These are looking really good. You can see, look at the bark on them, really, really nice. So let's just spin this round. Hopefully you can see this from a different angle. I normally do it above, and at the moment I'm doing it from a different angle, so hopefully you can see it. Okay, so let's just grab the knife, let's slice into these. It just slices through like absolute butter, really, really nice. So you can see here, the smoke ring isn't fantastic. A little bit of a letdown on that, a little bit disappointed, but I think the texture of the meat is still absolutely spot on, so it should still taste really, really good. Cool, now they were some absolutely banging beef short ribs, really, really tasty, and I think the keg cooked them so well. It's just so much moisture in that chamber that it's very difficult to get like that really glistening bark that you would get, say, on an offset or something like that. But they came out really, really good and really tasty. And needless to say, there wasn't any left over, just the bones. So that was my first cook on the Broil King keg, and it was a successful one. Really tasty beef short ribs, and I really, really enjoyed them. And I hope you enjoyed this video as well. And if you did, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video. And join me next time on Will's Grill Shack for some more Broil King keg videos. Thanks for watching.